Hi, I read an article in the Wall Street Journal this past week about how a core audience of the NFL has declined sharply in the past 5 years. The main evidence for the article came from a study by NBC, which essentially surveyed 900 Americans and asked them how interested they are in the NFL. And they found that for men aged 18 to 49 in America, the group of people who are interested in the NFL has decreased roughly 75% over a 4 year time period. And that this group of people essentially represents the core audience of Americans who traditionally follow the NFL. I thought this article was interesting for a couple of reasons, especially from a business and a marketing perspective. The first being that a lot of people seem to think that television ratings are the best way to measure whether or not the NFL has been successful recently, but that's largely inaccurate because with television ratings down across the board, it'd be unfair and unreasonable to say that just because TV ratings are down means therefore that the NFL is also suffering in interest from its core audience. But this gives a lot more leverage for this study because the study didn't just ask about people watching the NFL on TV, it asked about how interested they were overall in the NFL. And that gives a lot of weight to the fact that people really are less interested, not just from a television watching perspective, but from an overall interest perspective as well. The study and this article is also important and I think interesting because there's a lot of speculation being thrown around about whether or not the NFL is suffering a decline, whether this decline is long term, and what's causing this decline. But what's interesting is that this group of people, men aged 18 to 49, has traditionally been one of the long-term predictors of success for the NFL. And with this group witnessing such a huge decline in interest, this should send up a huge red flag for the NFL because without this core group of people, the NFL can't expect to have long-term success and long-term profitability. Thanks.